And a pleasant good evening and welcome to Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. It is I, your peanut butter brother, officially checking in after had a pretty good weekend. Did you? How about you guys? What is wrong with my? What is my mic doing right now? Hmm, maybe just crank it up a little bit. Uh, okay, that's a little better. Okay, all right. Anyway, coming up in our last hour, we'll do a little thing we call foreplay. That is, that's four songs by one of your favorite artists or groups, male or female. That's in our last hour here on Bedtime Stories. Let's go to our chat room to see who's already waiting. And of course, Jerron Williams. He's the first one in there. Thank you so much, Jerron. I really appreciate it. And I'm sure you guys have already heard that we lost. He said always comes in threes. First, James Earl Jones, then Frankie Beverly, and now Tito Jackson at age 70. We will have a tribute to the Jacksons, of course, tonight. Tito had a song out a few years ago. We were playing it heavily on this radio station. It was called One Way Streets. Sound a little bit like this right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, between now and midnight Central Standard Time. Just you and me so far, Duran. Mike, what's going on? Mike Cohen, thanks for checking in, sir. Welcome to the den. Ooh, what's going on, Big Mike? We had such a good time on Saturday at the Oaklawn Hilton with Mr. Glenn Jones. We've only just begun. Those women, boy, woo, swaying back and forth. Some of the guys, I caught them swaying back and forth too. We've only just begun right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Hello to Ken Wadlington, Mike Cohen, and of course, Deron Williams. Thank you for checking in to Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep, with the greatest love songs of all time. Later on, we'll be talking to my best friend from Biggs Radio, Miss Dinah Lynn Biggs. We'll be talking about her good friend, Tito Jackson, right here on Bedtime Stories. So you don't want to miss that. She's on the air right now. She'll be off at around 10 o'clock, and we're going to, as the kids say, we're going to chop it up. All right? Here's more from Glenn Jones. I've been searching on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Kenda! Ooh, excuse me. so long. Makes me wonder. There will never be another one like him. That's for sure. That is for sure.
As and you listen to ME Bedtime Stories on WLSD Radio.
Mm-mm-mm. Oh yeah, it was Marvin that gave them their name, and some of the fellas, the singers in there, used to be part of Marvin's band. They were called the Love Men Limited. They were Marvin's backup singers, and he said, "You guys should do your own albums." And that's when they signed with Capitol Records, and as they say, the rest is history. So yes, they have Marvin Gaye to thank for that. Yep, yep. Yep, Marvin put them on the map. But they first they had to leave Philly. They had to get out of Philadelphia. So, and once again, as they say, the rest is history. So, but they had to get out of Philly first. They didn't quite fit into the mold of the Philly sound. So, I don't see why not, but okay. Trying to see what I knocked over. I'm still knocking stuff over. This doggone tape. If you were not at the Oaklawn Hilton on Saturday, you missed a hell of a show. Avon Hightower, Love Train, their tribute to, of course, the OJs, and the main attraction, Mr. Glenn Jones. Man, great show, great evening, great food. Everything was just perfect. I tell you, we had a ball. Mm-mm-mm. Glenn Jones did his thing. It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed, but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Saying hello to Kimberly Patterson from BiggsRadio.com, and of course, The Sugar Shack strikes again, this time with some wrap sandwiches and some greens. Man, I tell you, there is nothing like home cooking. Now you know me. It's like every night there's a different dish, from a different restaurant. So, but tonight, and probably for the rest of the week, is nothing but Sugar Shack. Some real food for a change. Hello to Mrs. Greer. Thank you for participating. I do appreciate it. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories. Ken Watlington said that it was Marvin Gaye that put Frankie Beverly and Maze on the map. As a matter of fact, yes, he did. Um, but they first had to leave Philadelphia because that's where they're from. They were known as the Butlers. And then when they changed their name to Raw Soul, that's when they came to the attention of Mr. Marvin Gaye, who quickly changed their name to Maze featuring Frankie Beverly and signed them to not Motown, but Capitol Records, where they stayed for a long time until they switched over to Warner Brothers Records. And it's funny because they never, you know, never had to have a hit record before now. and sold out arenas with no new music. That is unheard of. It's only a few groups that can do that. The OJs and the Whispers and Beyonce Brothers. That's it. Here's the first of two in a row from Maze featuring Frankie Beverly on Bedtime Stories. Ugh, I can't reach it. It's the Sugar Shack, y'all. I notice I'm here early tonight. Not for you, but for Donna Lynn. That's okay. That's okay. I don't mind, Ken. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. That is my buddy. That's my friend. 'Cause I see it's a whole bunch of people listening to me tonight. It's like, oh, they're only listening for Dinah Lynn. Okay, my bad. Okay, got my raps right here. Mm-mm. Kim Patterson, KP. Thanks for being on my live. Appreciate you. From Biggs Radio, Chicago. We're going to go live to Dinah Lynn after 10 o'clock. She's on the air right now talking about a good friend, Tito. Woo! What a weekend. What a weekend. Man, Ken, you missed a great show. They had food. I wish I had taken some home. They had greens. Uh, the Oakland Hilton served greens on Saturday. Man, we had a ball. And we turned the Oakland Hilton out. People were coming from different rooms to see what we were doing. Man, what they doing over there? Yeah. Yes, sir. You missed a great show. People didn't want to leave. Some people actually spent the night at the Oakland Hilton, but of course I missed out. But that's okay. Shout out to the Smileys. They called me at 8 o'clock Sunday morning. Where were you? We were looking for you. Like, you overslept. Oh man, sis. Woo. I don't have to tell you. Glenn got down. I don't have to tell you that. But yeah. Woo. What a show. What a show. What a show. Looking forward to the next one. On New Year's Eve, we were at the Oakland Hilton. We had um, Shirley Jones of the Jones Girls. She was there. It was like a 2 day thing. Um, Ebon, formerly of the Stylistics, was there as well. Harold Ebon. Yeah. Hello, my Phyllis. Good evening. How are you? Thank you for being on my live. I appreciate you. You woke up. It was 8 o'clock. You could have still, yeah. Because Glenn didn't go on stage until 9. As we ate before the show, so a lot of people were, we had a captive audience, and some of them were too sleepy to leave. So you know how it is, when you eat and you like, you get kind of, yeah. And did I mention Marzette Griffith was there? Marzette didn't perform, but he was just, he was there in the audience, and I thought he was going to perform that night. Well, he fooled me, didn't he? I introduced him and everything, gave him a great introduction. And he said, "No, no, Glenn Jones, Glenn Jones." I'm like, I said, "Scratch that, ladies and gentlemen." I went back into my introduction for Glenn Jones. So you missed a great show, great show. Theo Huff was also there. He didn't perform either, but he was there. I guess taking notes from the older guy. So it was all good. It was all good. And thanks to the Smileys, I had a room, but unfortunately, you know, I, yeah. But my thing was, why am I spending the night here at the Oakland Hilton, where I'm only 15 minutes away from home, and I had nobody to spend the night with? So my thing was, thank you for the room. I really appreciate it. Maybe New Year's Eve, yeah. So, which I'm hoping. I'm sure they're gonna have another show on New Year's Eve. So then I'll spend the night. Yeah. But I was like, what's the use? Wasn't like I was out of town. I mean, Oak Lawn, that's like I said, I got there in like 10 minutes. You know, I took the long way home. So it was like, it's a straight shot from hit 67, Marquette Road to Western, and then Western to Columbus Drive, um, and then Columbus Drive on up to 95th Street, and make a left, and there's the Hilton on the side. So I'm like, spend the night, but thank you, I appreciate it. He said, "What? I know, right?" Puffy got arrested again. Oh no! What now? What this time? Two in a row from Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. The morning after, right here on Bedtime Stories. With the peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Once again, hello to Kimberly Patterson from Biggs Radio Chicago. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate you. And to my sister Ronnie, she said she fell asleep. Ooh, you missed the show on Saturday. Glenn Jones did his thing. And we all had a great time. Like I said, they served food. Now they had greens there. Yeah, at the Oaklawn Hilton, believe it or not. Yeah. Ken Wallington said he would have taken that bed. Um, hey, trust me, I didn't want to drive home, but I said, okay, I'm going to, make my way back to the crib. It was only what, 10, 15 minutes. Plus, at that time of the night, nobody was on the street because I left at about, what time was it? Like midnight. So I got a little sleep, got up, went to church and everything else. It was all good. Anyway, they say it happens in threes. James Earl Jones, Frankie Beverly, and now Tito Jackson, 70 years old. Tonight, we'll play tribute, or pay tribute, I should say, to the great Tito Jackson, guitar player and singer and businessman of the Jacksons. Here's Maybe Tomorrow on Bedtime Stories. When the sky only know you wanna see alive into my arms. Thank you, baby. So what did P Diddy Puffy Daddy, what did he get busted for this time? Well, good evening, Miss Evans. How are you? I won't say Homeland Security is involved. Oh no. Oh my. Hey, Miss Evans. Hey, my Scorpio. Human trafficking. Oh Lord. Yeah, he's going. Yeah, they gonna make it stick this time. They gonna make it stick. I hate to say it, but yeah, he's going he going down this time. He got away last time, but mm-mm. And see, that's just it. They're gonna make an example out of him. You know, because he's because he colored. They're gonna make an example out of him. They already got Harvey Weinstein, so they're gonna get the brother. Yeah, they're gonna take him all the way down.
Ladies, is your midnight and Greer Bedtime Stories on WOSD Radio.
And you would think from last time he'd just lay low and you know not do anything. You know, just fly under the radar. You would think that, right? Nope. And see, that's what happened with Kelly the last time. You know, Kelly should have just sat down somewhere and just you know and just been out of sight for a while. But no, he got away with it, so he figured, oh, okay, they're not gonna catch me this time. Like, okay, bruh, you say so. If you say so, they just looking to lock up a black man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. To lock him up with R. He kept doing interviews, right? He kept getting on TV crying. Oh, I'm so sorry. 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 Yeah, okay. Yeah, he should have apologized and sat down somewhere, but he didn't. He didn't. Uh, did he? Why? He should have left well enough alone. But it's like they gave you a break, bro. He gave you a break. They gave you a almost a pardon. But did you listen? No. That song was originally done by Smokey and the Miracles, Who's Loving You from the Jackson 5, right here on Bedtime Stories. As we pay tribute to the late Tito Jackson. Uh, it just sounds funny saying that. The late Tito Jackson, the late Mays, and well, the late Frankie Beverly. It just sounds, I can't get used to it yet. But, it's still early though. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. According to my sister Ronnie, she says that Diddy is in trouble again. This time it has something to do with Homeland Security. I guess he didn't learn from last time. Just sit down somewhere and just be silent, be out of the spotlight. But some people like being in the spotlight. That's just what they do. It's like go sit down somewhere. Get out of get out of town for a while. Yeah, there you go. You said it's on ABC News. Okay, let me turn to ABC and see what's going on here. Diddy, yeah, he just can't sit down. Anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, celebrating a birthday tonight. He used to sing with a group called the Commodores. You remember that, right? Yeah. Happy birthday, Lionel Richie, from all of us here at Bedtime Stories. Deborah Stanley Riddle. Well, I'm not worthy. Hey, you, how you doing? Thank you for being on my live. We have a friend in common, Glenn. Glenn who? I know a whole bunch of Glens. My brother Glenn, Glenn Lindsay, Glenn Jones, of course, the singer, Glenn Richards, who works for WVON sometimes. So, which Glenn are you referring to? I hope it's not light skinned Glenn, is it? If so, I'm sorry. Oh, no, no, no. Run! Run to the chopper! You must get out now! Get away! Run! Run away now! Oh, I usually don't talk about people behind their backs. I try not to. Um, Glenn and I got along for a while. When he was on my station on Saturday mornings. We got along for a while, and yeah, we got along for a while. And I pretty much tried to. How can I put it? Um, pretty much tried to deal with him. But yeah, it it, it got to the point where it was like I was it was like an outer body experience, and he kind of rubbed me the wrong way one day, and I was going through something at the time. The split of my me and my wife, and he said something to me, and I just went off. Um, Next thing I know, I had knocked a computer monitor on the floor. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure he told that story. Uh, then he tried to holler at my goddaughter. I'm like, oh my. So yeah, he's quite a character. He's quite a character. He got yeah, but see, he didn't know that she was my goddaughter, right? So he trying to put his Mac down on her, and you know, what can I say? Then he said I just spazzed out. Yeah, but sometimes people can push you. Like I said, I had an outer body experience, and sometimes people can push you to the limit. And it's like, why would you say that to me? Now, if you were at a radio station, You wouldn't say that to your boss. So I'm not going to repeat what he said, but it was to the effect that he was getting more sex than me. I'm like, what does that have to do with this radio station, though? So it became a little unbearable. So um, call me, Deborah. Call me. We'll talk. But he tried he tried he tried to blame me for everything. I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I'm not. No, I'm not taking the hit for that. In fact, Al Greer's a maniac. I'm like, okay, okay. You spoke up. I spoke up for you, and he told me it angered him. Of course it did, because he was wrong. He was wrong. If I had said half the stuff that he said to me to Elroy Smith or somebody like that, I would have been fired. I'd have been out of the business. He'd have made sure I never worked in radio again. Sean Diddy Combs arrested. Oh my goodness. But my thing is, why is he still talking about me if I'm so bad? Happy birthday to Lionel Richie, of, formerly of the Commodores, I should say. That is, oh no. Right here on Bedtime Stories with the Peanut Butter Brother, Dr. Al Greer. In a few minutes, we're going to be talking to my good friend Dinah Lynn Biggs, who was very close with the Jackson family. And hey, we lost another good one. They say that it happens in threes. Now, I know I keep saying this. Yeah, it happens in threes. And it is just so sad. But we're going to talk about it tonight here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. But first, a word from our sponsor. Biggs.
What is happening?
Hold on, I'm about to put you on now.
Okay.
That whip pill. Tell me a bedtime story. We are Bedtime Stories on WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis and Chicago. Let me make sure I'm on now. Am I on now? Yes, I am. And Ray Neal Media. Um, this young lady I have known, good Lord, I don't even want to say how long, because I'll be telling our age. But Dinah Lynn Biggs is the owner of her own radio stations, Biggs Radio. You always hear me talk about Biggs Radio Chicago, Biggs Radio Indianapolis, Biggs Radio Germany. Um, what other stations? Where just a whole bunch of them. Hmm. That's right. Yeah. Um, I'm just going to delve right into it. What was your relationship to Mr. Jackson?
Tito Jackson.
Uh-huh.
Man, oh man. Well, they grew up in Greer, Indiana, and my mom was the Cub Scout teacher for her. That's when kids used to be in Girl Scouts and Cub Scouts. And so all the Jackson boys were Cub Scouts.
Hmm.
So every weekend they came to my house, and my mom was the Cub Scout leader. So, we kind of all grew up, went to school together. I remember when they were on the verge of becoming famous, uh, my brothers used to go over their house to play baseball at school. Their dad would take out the picture window in their house at 2300 Jackson
Hmm.
so that the reverb from the bass guitar wouldn't break the glass.
Wow.
And so all the kids would be riding by, throwing rocks at them. We thought they were like crazy, spinning around and dancing. And so we thought they were like nuts.
Hmm.
And until we saw them on a tour bus going to LA. And those twins jackets and the cowboy hats that Mama had made. And then we saw them on Ed Sullivan. And we knew then that they were twirling around. We felt like idiots.
I know, right?
Because they became famous. So those were my very, very young memories of Michael. And of course, we went to elementary school in Gary, Indiana. He was just a kid from Gary, Indiana. And then moving forward to Tito, growing up, and working with him, I would go to LA to visit my mom, and we would go to Tito's house.
Hmm.
Now, Tito lives next door to Kim Kardashian
Wow.
in Calabasas.
Wow.
So we would, when you go over there, you gotta act normal, right? And he was the barbecue man for the whole neighborhood. Everybody knew when Tito wasn't on tour, he had like 7 smokers going. He was known as the barbecue man. He loved to cook.
Get out of here.
So, oh yeah, we would go hang out at his house and kick it with him. He never acted different with us.
Hmm.
All through the years, he gave me the opportunity to break some of his first solo music. A lot of people don't know that he was the last member of the Jackson family to do a solo project.
Right.
He was the very last one. And he had built a studio in his house before Michael died.
Hmm.
But after Michael died, he couldn't go in there and do anything. So it
Wow.
wasn't until 2016 he made his first single, his debut single, Tito Time, and he let us break it. And it made number 15 on the Billboard chart. So now he completed the Jackson journey
Hmm.
where all of them had solo projects.
Wow.
So it's just been amazing. I remember when he called me to come see him one day. He was in Michigan City doing a show,
Hmm.
and he's like, "Hey, could you stop by the casino?" I mean, he was just a cool guy. I'm like, "Can I stop by the casino to see you?" And at the time, I had a date,
Hmm.
right? I was supposed to go on a date with a guy. So I tell the guy, "No, I got something to do. I'm
Mm.
going to see Tito." And the guy was like, "What?" And then he's like, "Well, I was going to take you out to eat." I'm like, "Out to eat with you and going to hang out with Tito. I'm going to go hang out with you."
There you go.
So the guy needed to say, he was a friend of yours and you introduced me to that guy too. But anyway,
Okay.
needless to say, I went on to see Tito and that's when he gave me the single to break. And I had my first fight with terrestrial radio
Mhm.
because he had also given it to B103 and they were supposed to break it, but he gave it to me the day before. And like I know, whoever gets the video on the first gets the credit.
That's right. All the time.
So they actually called me at WLTH and said, you can't do that. We see this media about it. We're supposed to be the one. I said, okay. Listen in about 20 minutes. I mean, they tried to like bully me and make me not play it
Uh-huh.
because they had some contract to be the one to break it. But that's insider news. That's just what it is. So when I went there and got it, I took this DJ with me. His name is DJ Shannon.
Hmm.
You may know not in the room, Jackie and Marlon was in the room with Tito, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to introduce, oh, this is, DJ Shannon. And when I turned around to introduce him, he had fainted. Passed out.
Stanton fainted.
Yeah, he said these were his childhood idols. And he never thought he would be in the room with his childhood idols.
Oh my goodness.
It just blew his mind. He fainted. So Marlon said to him, I ain't never seen a light-skinned dude pass out. He was making it bad for all the light-skinned people.
Oh no.
Yeah. It was hilarious. But, Tito was in Gary, Indiana last year. This time in Jackson, he came and we all met up. He did a benefit show at the beach.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just amazing. He was looking for us, and he's just been a normal guy. Everybody loves Tito. Mm-hmm. Now, did you know that he was the founding member of the Jackson 5?
I thought it would have been Jackie.
It's Tito. Tito is the founding member of the Jackson 5, and did you know that their song, the Jackson 5 song, I'll Be There, and ABC and all of them are the highest grossing songs on the entire Motown label?
Yeah.
They outgrossed anybody. So, you got to put some respect on the Jackson's name. They sold over 150 million hits, and they got 4 gold records.
Yep.
None other than that, Al, Billboard named the Jacksons as the most iconic positive group in history.
Wow.
Yeah. So over the years, they had cereal boxes, dolls. Remember on the back of the boxes, records was on the back of the cereal box back in the day, the cartoons.
And Saturday morning cartoon. Yeah.
So, man, it's been a rough day for me. It's been a rough day. And we broke his 2 singles. His brand new single is called Woulda, Coulda, Shoulda with the PC Band.
Wow.
We just broke that about 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just telling me a few weeks ago, this might be it for me, Dana. I'm finally get a number 1 hit.
By himself.
He has this by himself. I had this one song of his that was on the album before, and I liked this song better than any of them. Guess what the name of it was, Al?
What?
I got caught cheating in my dreams.
Oh no! I got caught. Yeah, I got to hear that one.
He got caught cheating in his dreams. You have to hear him talking about that in the song. But, man, we'll miss him. That's all I can say. I'm glad he didn't suffer, his kids and grandkids, man. He was an amazing father.
Yes, and he will be truly missed. I listened to Marshall called into WVON today, and he said, he knew them, as kids as well. And it was just, man, to hear some of the stories that he told and some of the stories that you're telling, it's just, man, like I said, we're going to miss him.
Yeah. Well, how you doing over there? What you got going over there at WOSC? You all laid back?
I have one memory of them.
What's your memory?
My memory of them is one year they came back to Gary, and they flew in a helicopter. And the helicopter landed at the Gary, you know where I'm going with this. The helicopter landed at the Gary airport. They got a limousine to, what is the shopping center out there?
The Village Shopping Center.
The Village Shopping Center.
Right.
And I was kind of like DJ Stanton. I was like starstruck because they were all standing there except for Michael. And some reporter came over to Randy and stood in front of Randy and said, "So, Randy, what are some of your memories of growing up in Gary?" And he looked at him and he was really nice about it and everything. He said, "Well, actually, I didn't grow up in Gary. I grew up in Encino, California."
Yeah.
Randy and Janet were babies, and they got left behind along with the other girls until Joe called for them, and then and then that was it. That's when they got the first house. But Randy and Janet did not remember, and I remember watching Janet's Lifetime special where she went back to
Uh-huh.
Gary and she saw the mural that was done that is probably no longer there on Fifth and Broadway. And she
Yeah,
looked at it and
so
she just burst into tears. And I'm glad I got
yeah,
a picture of it in my phone,
yeah, yeah.
you know. And it was just,
Wow.
she said everybody was looking up except for Michael. Michael was looking
Mm,
straight ahead.
wow.
And she
That's
just broke
crazy.
into tears. Her and Randy. And somebody tried to
Mm-hmm.
argue me down. No, it was Tito in the car. I was like, no, it was Randy. Sorry.
Right. I was
I
there.
was there. So
Yeah.
anyway, I thank you for sharing your memories about Tito. And you said he was a great father. Well, here are his sons, along with his uncle Michael. 3T featuring Michael Jackson and why. Thank you again, my good friend Dinah Lynn Biggs from Biggs Radio. Round of
All
applause.
right.
Love you,
All
babe.
right.
Bye
I'll
bye.
be listening.
All
Bye.
right. Trinity. Who is this calling me?
Just that quick, I forgot you on the doggone air.
Who this?
I'm slow. This is that little family or that
Oh, girl, call me back.
all.
Bye. Oh, no. Oh, has how Al, has anyone mentioned how to spaz out? I don't know. Hey, Trinity. Uh, how are you, Trinity? Trinity was my intern for the summer at VON. Hey, Trinity. She is the granddaughter of Phyllis Rogers, who is always on my live. Thank you. Thank you, Trinity. How's school going? I know you'll probably be home in a few weeks for the holiday. Yeah. Well, not a few weeks, but November. Yeah. Thank you, Sybil. Thank you. Well, for those of you who are in another, I don't want to say different time zone, but different, yeah, weather zone, it has been hot in Chicago. Good Lord. I'm not complaining though, because in a few more weeks, I'm sorry, a few more months, yeah, it's gonna be one. It's gonna be one. Mm. No, but I will be seeing it in October when I see Babyface. I think Tito was at home when they did that song because he loved the blues. Yes, he did. He's a big fan of B.B. King. I guess you guys didn't know that because you didn't know that. A Fool for You, song originally done by the great Ray Charles. Then, of course, the Jackson Five, and A Fool for You right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Once again, thank you to Donna Lynn Bates. I really appreciate it. I know when I talked to you this morning that it was going to be kind of difficult for you to talk, but it's been almost 24 hours now since we lost Tito Jackson, so I'm sure you got your cry out because I sure did on the way to work. Trust me, trust and believe. Donald Biggs, of course, of Biggs Radio, that is carrying this show, Bedtime Stories, with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Hello to Sybil Jackson, and also to Trinity Rogers, who is the granddaughter of Phyllis Rogers, who's always on my line. Thank you so much, Trinity. Trinity was my intern for the summer at VLN. Oh, why do I always want to say GCI? VLN. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time, like this one from Roberta Flack. Yo, Angie, what's up? Back to music. Mhm. Yes, sir. We're going to break the internet tonight. Well, we keep on like this. We're going to break the internet. Yo, Angie. I know, been making love. Mhm. Okay, I certainly will. Ooh, excuse me. There's more to love than just making love. Yeah. And a lot of people get that mixed up. It's like, man, I smashed last night. You smashed what last I mean, I smashed. You did. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's hear what she has to say, though. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Hello to my sister from another Mr. Angie Martin Turner. Thank you for the jambalaya. That was so good. It was so good I couldn't eat it all. And then today I went to the Sugar Shack and got more food. So I'll be straight for the rest of the week. That is a wonderful thing. No fast food for me. I'm on a budget this week. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories on these fine radio stations. Thank you so much for joining us as we pay tribute to Tito Jackson tonight. Um, Also, I know I've mentioned this many times, between Luther and Aretha Franklin, they would take somebody's song and just redo it to the point where it's like, okay, that's Luther's song now, or that's Aretha's song now. Like this one, originally done by Donny Hathaway and Roberta Flack. This time it's Luther along with Beyonce Carter. here's, here's the closer I get to you right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Mm-mm. The closer I get to you. Uh-oh, I'm out of water. Auntie. I feel like this fan isn't doing anything. You put it on oscillates. Maybe that'll do something. That's a little better. Okay. At least it's not blowing into the microphone.
favorite slow jams from back in the day with Greer on Bedtime Stories.
Boom, doom, doo, doo, doo. Good time. Woo! Same song, different artist. The Closer I Get to You, produced by M2May and Reggie Lucas, also written by them. Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway, The Closer I Get to You, right here on Bedtime Stories. The show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. And usually I don't talk politics, but I just have to mention this because I just think it's so ridiculous. In the debate last week, Donald Trump said they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, they're kidnapping your pets. And, and the look on the vice president's face was just so priceless. It's like, what? What are you? I could imagine what she was thinking, and it was probably something that Samuel L. Jackson would say. Let's say that one more time. She just had that look on her face, like she really wanted to, let him have it. But she was a lady. She was a lady. The newest thing is he tweeted this morning that he hates Taylor Swift. Now, Taylor Swift has put her, hitched her wagon to Kamala Harris's wagon, and she has she has over 1 million followers. So Trump is always talking about the size of his, rallies and how many people have come to his rallies. And my thing is, it doesn't matter how many people come to your rally. It's how many people are going to vote for you on November 5th. I'm just saying. They may come to your rally just, for entertainment. They may not even vote for you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And once again, there was an attack or attempt on his life while he was playing golf. He played golf that badly. Somebody wanted to shoot him. It's like, get off your own golf course. Anyway, they were yelling, lock him up, lock him up. But of course, our vice president took the high road and just said, just come out and vote. Just come out and vote, all right? When we first heard this song, we thought it was a new song by the OJs, but it was actually Levert's. This is I'm Still on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Alan Greer. Rex Kramer, what's going on? Big John. Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I got my friend Melvin Lucky on the phone. Hey, Melvin, this is the infamous and famous, actually, my partner and my friend, Al Greer. Al Greer.
How are you?
Yeah, he's one of the few motherfuckers that was on WSNR that can still be on still be with Step One to be one. Okay.
I guess you guys aren't listening to me, huh?
I know we talked about this before.
Uh-huh.
But I'm calling to hit you again, and I'm really serious about this. I have found that one of the main problems that I've had with people getting on the network is that they don't know how to do radio or television.
Right.
So I think that we were really on the right track before, when we went into the place with Curry Motor.
You crazy, Andrew.
Got this having those training sessions and teaching people how to do what we do because we look at it and it seems to be relatively simple. But I swear these motherfuckers don't have a clue.
Okay.
Okay? I've got 2 TV stations that are starting and people that are doing radio that don't have a fucking clue. They can't see themselves as broadcasters. They want to do it, but they don't know how to do it.
Uh-huh.
So I'm saying that I've got this studio that is completely underutilized. I think we should start teaching these motherfuckers not only how to do it, but also setting them up in their own station where they have a happy ending, for lack of a better word.
Oh, okay. Can we talk about this tomorrow? I'm actually on the air right now.
No, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
All right. That's some Gus Redmond stuff. Yeah, I got so and so on the phone. I'm like, okay, I don't know him either. Okay, yeah, Gus Redmond used to do that all the time. I got Donald Burnside on the phone. Okay, hi Donald Burnside. I'm on the air right now. They don't care. They're not listening. I don't think John has heard me since I left his station. I don't think he's even listened to me. I'm just saying, like, I'm on the air right now. Hello. Anyway, I ain't mad at him. You know, I ain't mad at him at all. I just think it's funny. It's it's like it takes a lot to get me riled up. You know, Of course, my sister knows that. Angie has known me since we were kids. So it's like it takes a lot to get me out of my skin. Ooh, it takes a lot. You know, that didn't even bother me. I'm like, really? Is he called? And I hate to do this, but Rex Kramer, what's going on?
This is Mercy, one of Al's gals. Hi, this is Tracy T, one of Al's gals.
Yeah,
This is
I
Sweet,
did watch the
one of
video.
Al's gals. You're
I
listening
thought
to
this
Al
is
Green
funny.
with Bedtime Stories.
Once again, uh, on- once again, Troy, you knocked it out of the park. I tell you. You always remind me of stuff that I forgot about. It's like this is so silly. It's so silly. Mm. You know, and it's funny, Troy, because they made some great movies. You know, they were all offbeat. You know, the airplane movies, um, uh, the ones with Naked Gun movies. Those were some of the silliest movies, but people went to see them and they watch them over and over again. You know, on television when they come on, they're just so silly. You know, I mean, the sight gags are ridiculous. They just are. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yep, those were some of the funniest movies. Naked Gun 2. What were the other movies? The one with Charlie Sheen in it. What you know? What was that? But those movies, you know, and you had to have a warped sense of humor to get what they were talking about in the movies. You know, they were just off the wall movies. Mm-mm. Gone way too soon. Gerald Levert, Sean Levert, and Mark Gordon, who's still with us. That is Levert and Pop Pop Goes My Love. It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Tonight, powered by, I like to say that. I heard Kimberly Patterson say that the other night. Powered by. I like the way she said that. Woo. Tonight, we're powered by Coke. Coke is a proud sponsor. Coke is a proud sponsor of Bedtime Stories. Here on WOSD Radio DV Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis, WRLN, a radio media station. It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, and it's time for foreplay. You know, I was going to do Lionel Richie tonight because it was his birthday. I said, we can do Lionel tomorrow. But right now, we want to pay tribute to Tito Jackson. Tito never really had any single or solo songs, I should say, until later on. Like Dinah Lynn said earlier, he came out with a couple of songs that he did in his own studio. He was a big blues fan. He's got a blues song out, which has like everybody who's anybody. I guess he just invited them over to the house, and then they just had a jam session, and he just made an album out of it. But back in the day, of course, the Jacksons were signed to Steeltown Records, later on Motown Records, and then they went to Epic or CBS Records. Their first hit was on It was a joint effort between Philadelphia International Records and Epic Records, which was affiliated with CBS, and they were assigned to songwriters Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff. Uh, and here's the result of it. Here's Good Times from the Jacksons inside Foreplay as we pay tribute to the late Tito Jackson on Bedtime Stories. Can't say, Tito, give me some tissue anymore, right? Jeff, what's going on? JR in the house. Thanks for tuning in, brother. I appreciate you. I will see you this coming Sunday. Same here, Jeff. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. You and Selena K. Mary Selena K. Got to say the whole thing like a Tribe Called Quest. Mary Selena K. I can't. Her name is Mary K. My goodness. That's all right. Good times. Oh, the Golden Bachelorette. Oh, really? The Golden Bachelorette? Does that mean she old? Is that what we're talking about? Me a girl. Ooh, Popeye's chicken. Ooh, I miss eating Popeye's chicken. Every Sunday, I would get the family pack of Popeye's chicken. Talk about good chicken. Yo, Trish. Trish, you done put me down, girl. How you doing? You guess okay. What? What do you mean you guess okay? What's wrong, Trish? What's wrong, Trish? Trishy, what's the matter?
I'm not wearing nothing but our with bedtime stories.
What's the matter, Trish? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Push me away. You push me away. You and me. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
You are now in foreplay with Brianna Greer in Bedtime Stories.
Ain't that the truth? The Jacksons. Time waits for no one. Wrapping up foreplay. 4 songs in a row from the Jacksons. Um, Push Me Away was a song written by both Michael and Randy, which features a guitar solo from Tito Jackson. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Our phone number here, I forgot to give it out at the beginning of the show. It's 773-455-4283. 773-455-4283. Or do like everybody else does. Call me in the middle of my show on my cell phone. Anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This guy has a birthday today. Happy birthday to Lionel Brockman Ritchie Jr. Here's the lady on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer.
And I love you.
And I love you.
You have made me what I am. I'm yours. Love, love. There's so many ways I want to say and again. Let me hold you in my arms forevermore.
Trish. I never find you. Ooh. I don't know which one is better, Red Lobster or Olive Garden. I'm just saying, those are two of my favorite restaurants. The Golden Bachelorette, what's that all about? I bet you I know.
This is Mercy, one of the house gals, and you're listening to Bedtime Stories.
Somebody's getting sleepy. Yeah. Oops. When Lionel Richie started writing songs like that, the Commodores were like, I thought we were a funk band. Nah, you guys are a music band. But they were like hating on him. Lionel Richie wrote that for Kenny Rogers. He then again took it back and made his version. Right here on Bedtime Stories, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Thank you so much for joining us. You could have been anywhere else, like I always say. You could have been anywhere else tonight, but you were listening to us. And once again, we do appreciate it. Thank you to all that are listening on Biggs Radio, Indianapolis, also Radio Media. I appreciate you guys. As always, thank you so much. And don't forget to tell your friends that this is what we do every Monday through Thursday right here on these fine radio stations. I got the pleasure of introducing this gentleman on Saturday at the Oaklawn Hilton. Once again, shout out to the Smileys. And, thank you for having me there. They said, you part of the family now. I said, well, thank you. It's nice to be a part of the family, especially when they got money like that. Glenn Jones did every song except this one. This is one of my faves. Bring Back Your Love. Glenn Jones on Bedtime Stories. No, so sorry. Megadeth coming up at midnight. A block of Megadeth on the loop. FM 98. I'm Matt Bigsby, and this is not my real voice. Take my hand and don't let me go. It's alright. So let's leave the past behind. Ooh. Ooh, Green Day is on Kimmel. Ooh, you don't play a bass with a pick. Oh my God. Oh, it's awful. You don't play a bass with a pick.
Hi, this is Tracy T, one of Adam's pals, and you're listening to Now Greer with the Bedtime Stories.
Come on now. Your heart My new buddy, Glenn Jones, I walked up to him on Saturday. I said, "You mean you're not going to do any R. Kelly?" He just looked at me like, "Who are you?" I said, "I'm the guy that interviewed you on the radio on Wednesday." Oh, man. He blew on Saturday. Man, he tore the place up. That's Glenn Jones along with Dionne Warwick and Finder of Lost Loves right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. For those of you still hanging with me, I do appreciate it. And don't forget to tell your friends about us. This is what we do Monday through Thursday on these fine radio stations. From the album Black Moses, here's Isaac Hayes. Holly Jennings, good evening. How are you, Holly? Thank you for checking in. Appreciate you. I can't complain. I can't complain. I'm still here. I know, right? Don't do no good to complain.
This is Sabrina, one of Alice Games, and you're listening to Greer with Bedtime Stories.
From the album Live at the Sahara Tahoe, that is Ellie's Love Theme from Isaac Hayes. Before that, Like Moses, You're Welcome. And They Long to Be Close to You, right here on Bedtime Stories. The show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Man, winding down, I got about 7 minutes left. So, I'm going to make the best of it by playing this from the Ice Age. Come on, Ron. Yes, I will. That was so gentle. That's my time. Thank you so much for staying up with me here on Bedtime Stories. The show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Good night to everyone, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Till next time, blue skies, green lights, and peace. Good night, Miss Delicious. And good night, everybody else. Good night, Holly.